Who's your commander?
Good luck.
Equip.
Move to combat. Resolves.
Right.
Now, before you attack
Does
me,
anyone have an answer?
well played.
Good game.
Hello, my name is DJ and you're watching the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel. You know, usually this channel focuses on Commander EDH content, but today my deck tech is on Singleton. Arena has an awesome event this weekend, and I really enjoy playing Singleton. It's a 60 card format where you can't have more than a single card, and it's only using the cards in Standard on Arena right now. And it's a fun format. I love playing it. I think you should too. And I'm going to give you some ideas by breaking down a few deck techs over the next few days. The first one is a really powerful deck, and it's super flexible, and it can really fit itself to whatever you have in your collection. So I want to talk a little bit about Sultai Awesome Stuff. The first thing I want to mention about this format is look at this mana base. It's gorgeous. My gosh, I have 4 different dual lands to choose from, 2 of which come into play untapped most of the time, and it goes across all 3 colors in this deck. I mean, our mana is just going to be beautiful in many of these games, and that means I don't have to worry about double or even triple casting cost cards across different colors. That was kind of a problem the last time I made this Sultai deck, is that, you know, I had a Dream Eater and a Carnage Tyrant and a Doom Whisperer, and all of it was double, and even though it was up at 5 CMC, it was causing me trouble sometimes. Now I really think that my mana is going to be perfect. So what's the benefit of this Sultai deck? What does it do? Well, one thing that it does really well is that it deals with your opponents in a very commanding way. And that's because it has a huge suite of removal spells. Status Statue still hits a lot of stuff. This Incongruity can take out anything, giving them just a stupid 3/3. And then we have a lot of really low drop interaction. Cast Down, Moment of Craving, Vicious Offering, even the Harpooner taking something out in the air. Going up, we've got like this Dispersal going on, Assassin's Trophy, Fine Finality, Golden Demise, taking out all those rats in those aggressive decks. You could even double up on this kind of effect if you feel like that's where the meta is taking you. And then moving up the list, we got solid stuff like Ravenous Chupacabra and Vraska's Contempt, Hostage Taker, Golgari, Vraska, Golgari Queen, even going up to the Eldest Reborn, Vivian Reed taking out flyers and other stuff, Vraska killing stuff. This deck is just full of removal. I just listed like 10 cards that take things out. Yeah, so this deck is just full of answers. And then one of the great things is that a lot of the threats that it puts down are real 2-for-1s. Even the small creatures are 2-for-1s. Dusk Legion Zealot, 2-for-1, it draws a card. Kitesail Freebooter, hopefully it takes a card from your opponent, 2-for-1. Dryad Greenseeker, this gains tons of card advantage and comes down early against those aggressive decks. Incubation Druid is solid because it ramps you the right amount early and then gives you big mana and a big body later on in the game. Find, by definition, is a 2-for-1. Treasure Map gives you huge amounts of card advantage. District Guide is a 2-for-1, letting you really ramp as you have a 2/2. Notion Rain, 2-for-1. Thief of Sanity, tons of value. The Chupacabra, 2-for-1. Twilight Prophet, this is just a card advantage engine. Hostage Taker, like 2-for-1. Karn Scion of Urza, if it's not dealt with, it gives you tons of card advantage. The Eldest Reborn is a huge 2-for-1. Biogenic Ooze could be more than a 2-for-1. I'm just going through this list and pointing out really how many I think the theme of the deck is Hydroid Krasis, which is interact with everything, play huge 2-for-1s, and that's really what Sultai and this mid-range strategy is all about. And you need a lot of that removal to get to the mid-game, to get to the late game, where your Hydroid Krasis actually draws you out of it, when your Twilight Prophet actually reaches the City's Blessing and starts going off. And your Planeswalkers can just kind of take over the game. And here's the thing though, like, you can sub in and out so many of these different cards. I know that looking at this list, it's like full of mythic rares, like mythic, 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 mythic. Oh my gosh. Mythic, mythic, mythic. Yeah, it's mythic. It's full of mythic cards, and that might be really tough for you to swing, but it doesn't matter. You can replace a lot of these cards for other things that you happen to have, and it would be really good. See, Tendershoot Dryad fits perfectly because it's a solid advantage engine. It's a huge 2-for-1. I don't have it in here because I didn't have room, and I feel like it's a little bit vulnerable to certain things in the format. But if you don't have another card, just throw this guy in. Isareth is another example of a solid 2-for-1 card that could fit in this type of strategy. I've been really impressed by Isareth's ability to grind out a game or trade away when it really matters. So if you want a really solid deck that you can start tweaking, a deck that can really play against a lot of others in the format and can be easily sort of metagamed on the fly, then I suggest picking up this Sultai mid-range, Sultai do everything in this format deck, and I hope that you like it. If you want to see the exact card list, because maybe I scrolled through a little fast, go ahead and click on the link in the description. That'll take you to tcgplayer.com, and it'll take you there because they sponsor the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel, everything that I do. Do you know what? I know that I normally do Commander content, so there'll be another link in the description that'll take you to 3 cards that I'm buying right now to play in Commander. So you can look at the 3 cards that I have currently in my cart, and maybe you'll like them and put them in your cart. I also want to thank my patrons. Thank you, patrons, especially the 2 patrons, John and Christy, who helped me test out this deck specifically. Thank you, guys. And if you want to be a patron and play Singleton with me or just hang out in Discord, go ahead and click on the link in the description, and that'll take you to my Patreon page and you can see what I'm all about. All right, everyone, I'm going to be putting out a ton of Singleton content, maybe some gameplay. I'm just really excited for this weekend and a lot of awesome magic. All right, everyone, I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.